Tonight, new information about the man accused of killing 5 people in San Jacinto County.
We're also learning more about his wife, who is charged with helping him hide. Grace White is at the San Jacinto County Jail with the new details she's uncovered about the case. Grace?
Francisco Oropeza's next stop is a grand jury. It could be a month or more before he's in court because investigators still have to gather all of the evidence. Meantime, records we obtained show he was found at an address investigators have had on their radar since last summer.
Yes, this could end up as a capital murder.
The San Jacinto County District Attorney's Office says they are considering all options, including the death penalty, as they prosecute the case against Francisco Oropeza.
You are charged with hindering the apprehension of a fugitive.
Oropeza's wife, Divimara Nava, is also in custody. In a hearing, prosecutors told the judge she admitted to asking Oropeza's family for help getting him to Mexico, but they turned him down. She also gave up a timeline, saying Oropeza got to his aunt's house in Montgomery County the day he was arrested at 1:30 a.m. She says he showered, slept, and she went to get him donuts.
That was an early address that was provided to our analysts as a target.
And we now know why. KHU 11 obtained a copy of a protective order Oropeza's wife filed against him last summer. Prosecutors say she claimed Oropeza beat her up. The protective order says he had to move out, could not have a gun, or pick up their child from school. But the problem was they could never find him.
The constable made several attempts over the course of weeks to make contact with him and was not able to make contact with Mr. Oropeza.
Government records show Oropeza has been deported 4 times and has a previous DWI conviction in Montgomery County. In the Cleveland killings, the DA's office says anyone who helped hide him is fair game for arrest.
That if you hide a fugitive, especially somebody as violent as this, and we can prove that you did it, you will face the consequences.
There is a third person in custody. He was arrested for drugs, but we're told they could upgrade his charges if investigators determine he helped Oropeza hide. In San Jacinto County, Grace White, KHOU 11 News.
And now that Oropeza is in custody, today his neighbors are telling us they are relieved because they can now let their kids play outside. One man telling our Aniela Ruiz, Oropeza had been feuding with the neighbors he's accused of shooting over their dog getting into his yard.
Pancho me platicó que creo que el perro le había matado las gallinas en su propiedad y él le fue a decir que amarrara a ese perro.
Neighbors say that combative relationship no excuse for the shooting, and they want Oropeza, referred to as Pancho here, to pay for what he allegedly did.
We have also heard concerns from neighbors about how long it took for San Jacinto County deputies to respond to the shooting call. The deputy chief gave us new insight about that today.
If any of you guys been to the scene where the house is, all right, you know what kind of roads those are. To go from here to there, lights and siren, we're talking at least 30 minutes. This is not a rich county. We've got 3 deputies on patrol to cover this entire county. There was a other patrol unit on an aggravated robbery call, and they had to leave the aggravated robbery call, which is a serious call, all right? And so you've got 2 bad things going on at once with 1 deputy to do it all. You got to remember, the initial call on this was somebody firing their gun in the yard. At that point, it wasn't an attack. So the aggravated robbery trumps the guy shooting in the yard at the time.
The San Jacinto County Sheriff's Office says they do appreciate all the help they have received during the manhunt.
We want to take a moment now to remember the people who lost their lives in this tragedy. 21-year-old Diana Velasquez, 28-year-old Sonia Guzman, 9-year-old Daniel Enrique Lazo, 31-year-old Abdulia Molina, and 18-year-old Jonathan Caceres.
Right now, you can watch and read even more about the events surrounding the capture of Oropeza, the arrest also made, and of course, remember those victims. So many are mourning now. It's all on KHOU.com, and it's also on the KHOU 11 app.